most far from Earth. On shore black 7, where colors have mirth, wrapped in disguise and greenish lakes, and give a home to all sorts of creatures who saunter and roam. Tiny lifters dot through the eerie haze. In shimmery scales they live and play, yet shadows loom as giants emerge. A growth arc hunts with a menacing surge. Tiny terrors in the violet light, lips or scamper swift and bright. Monarchs thunder through the purple woods, the tiny ones outsmart with their clever goods. The forest pulses with a sinister beat. Blitzors flee from Corvar's feet. Violet trees whisper as they bend, a dance of shadows where giants blend. Flowing pools and twisted roots, on birds of prey, holler and hoots. The rain falls cold, a silver sheen, as blitzors run through a crazy scene. Tiny terrors in the violet light, blitzors scamper swift and bright. Monarchs thunder through the purple woods, the tiny ones outsmart with their clever goods. Stumbles weak and worn, a colony of blipsors waiting to swarm. From shadows a sea of scales arise, taunting the beast with a menacing surge. Tiny terrors in the violet light, blipsors scamper swift and bright. Monarchs thunder through the purple woods, the tiny ones outsmart with their clever goods. It's all like heaven, where the skies turn red. Tiny blipsors celebrate their fear shed. The forest echoes with their joyous cries, as the Corvar lies still beneath our clever goods. The forest pulses with a sinister beat. Blipsors flee from Crothar's feet. Violet trees whisper as they bend, a dance of shadows where giants blend. Forest pulses with a sinister beat. Blipsors flee from Crothar's feet. Violet trees whisper as they bend, a dance of shadows where giants blend.
Greetings, fellow beings of wisdom. We interrupt your meditation for a crucial message from the wise one. In a distant star they watched from afar, Earth's beauty fading under a human scar. Pollution, politics, the greed of man, they devised a plan to reclaim the land.
The wise one spoke in tones so grave. Earthlings destroy, it's time to save. Their world we must from chaos bring, for in their hands no hope will spring. We'll take it back, this world so blue. With our wisdom they'll have no clue. Rising from the skies with light so bright, we'll reclaim the earth in this night.
The wise one continues. We've watched their wars, their endless strife. Now it is our turn to bring new life.
In ships so grand, determined to reclaim the Earth's vast land. Their mission clear, their hearts steadfast, to end the ruin, bring peace at last. We've seen their pain, the endless fight. Their time is done, now we bring the light. Prepare the troops, our mission's clear. For our salvation we persevere. We'll take it back, this world's so blue. With our wisdom, they'll have no clue. Rising from the skies with light so bright, we'll reclaim the earth in this night.
The wise one's voice, deep and commanding, echoes. The time has come. No clues. Chaos reigns as worlds collide. In the skies and on the ground, no place to hide. Martian troops advance with fierce resolve. As the Earthlings stand, their fate devolves.
We'll take it back, this world's so blue. With our wisdom, they'll have no clue. Rising from the skies with light so bright, we'll reclaim the earth in this night.
The wise one's voice, deeply commanding, echoes. The time has come. Let the battles commence. Let the chaos unfold. The battle begins. Who will prevail? Only time will tell. Let the chaos unfold.
Earthlings never had a single clue. Wrapped in their illusion, seeing only their own truth. Believing their world was the center of it all. Oblivious to dangers, destined for a fall. So about 7 words are going to fade. Sending ships and satellites to survey. They saw the scars from the lucid sting and watched the search fade started its way. Rising waters claim the land as politics and greed took a stand. The world unraveled, a chaotic scene, and watched as Earth's fate started to swing. Rising waters claim the land as politics and greed took a stand. The world unraveled, a chaotic scene. Even the children were part of the scheme. With anger and resolve, they prepared their course, launching the mission with a powerful force. The signal sent, a beacon of intent, a call to run, the message clear and bent. The signal reached through the cosmic dark. Earth's reply was met with a condescending spark. Questions flared, sharp and demanding. Why come to us? What's your understanding? Stormbird Seven's wrath, a plea to save the earth from the brink of collapse. They're proving their worth. With wisdom and fury, they come to fight to reclaim the planet and set things right. As the message faded into the night, the fate of Earth was now in sight. Swordblood Seven's resolve was clear and bold to save a world that had grown cold. This so-called president wants a meeting with his military. We will meet them in force. cabinet gathers, their faces grim, a signal from the skies and their futures dim. What do we do? The president asks. Scientists and generals prepare their tasks. Are they here to conquer or just to explore? How do we respond to this cosmic uproar? Transmission received, but the message unclear. Is it a threat or a plea for us to hear? With uncertainty and fear we face the unknown. Our world's fate hangs on a single tone. A scientist steps forward, voice full of calm. Let's not jump to conclusions, let's not cause harm. Their message seemed peaceful, a sign of intent. Not aggression, but possibly some help they sent. The cabinet debates, their voices raised, conflicted by the unknown in a state of daze. Some argue for peace, others prepare for fight, as they wrestle with fear and in the dead of night. Transmission received, but the message unclear. Is it a threat or a plea for us to hear? With uncertainty and fear we face the unknown. Our world's fate hangs on a single tone. The president's torn, caught in the fray. Should we respond with force or find another way? The scientist pleads for dialogue and grace, to uncover the truth before it's too late. The decision weighs heavily as the cabinet debates. Do they prepare for battle or seek a peaceful resolution? The future of Earth depends on their choice. Transmission received, but the message unclear. Is it a threat or a plea for us to hear? With uncertainty and fear we face the unknown. Our world's fate hangs on a single tone. The night deepens, decisions are made. The president's resolve begins to fade. Will they fight common ground or clash in the night? The answer awaits in the coming light. We'll meet with them, Mr. President. General, prepare to receive them peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your current broadcasting system for a special report. An unidentified flying object has been reported over New York City. It's large and round and oh my! Sorry. Spaceships in the sky burning down below. What ship has hailed us? We strive to know. Why are they here? What do they want? Questions we chant as we all watch along. It's been 24 hours and we have finally received a message. 2 fingers held up in peace, the branch extended to Martian visitors. Seem to our breath we hold, wondering what will be told. What is going on? Why are we waiting? Are we doing something? Should we run and hide? Evacuate or stand and fight? We hear a voice, it's rough, and a door is opening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Martians are... Forbidden breath, I hear greenish skin and blue-tailed hair. The aliens, one by one, genderless and unbecoming of the human race. Naked from head to toe, old ladies, turbo kids were pulled in tow. Oh, 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 they are about to meet, they are about to meet, they are about to meet, they are about to meet. Our generals and army men stand in line, waiting to receive the aliens. I watch as the ship opens, each gun still held at the hip, ready just in case. Well, this is an honest fight. The general, his hand has been over humanity. Humanity. Ditch your guns. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Run for the hills. Why are you standing there? Grab your guns, grab your guns. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. clue. A soldier stands defiant and bold. Hold the line, don't lose control. Amidst the chaos, hope and fear, in the face of death, we persevere. Run for the hills, run for your life. The battle rages on in the dead of night. Stand and fight, don't lose sight of the dawn of the light. The battle has begun. Who will survive? Only time will tell. Erupted, a Martian's breath before its verb was toast. A prelude to death, chaos ensued. The world broke down from hopeful talks to a battleground. Rise up, humanity, hear the call. Against the invaders, we'll never fall. From the ashes, our strength will grow. As one, we'll overcome the foe. Together we whisper a battle hymn, waiting for the right time to strike them. We observe the violent alien scourge, preparing our hearts for the final surge. Battles rage on land and sea, in the fight for our destiny. With every loss we rise again, determined hearts will always win. And a loud laugh erupted, a Martian's breath before its burn was toast. A prelude to death, chaos ensued. The world broke down from hopeful talks to a battleground. Rise up, humanity, hear the call. Against the invaders, we'll never fall. From the ashes, our strength will grow. As one, we'll overcome the foe. Together we whisper a battle hymn, waiting for the right time to strike them. We observe the violent alien scourge, preparing our hearts for the final surge. We stand as one, united under the burning sun. With every heartbeat the anthem's clear. Together we fight, no room for fear. Rise up, humanity, hear the call. Against the invaders, we'll never fall. From the ashes our strength will grow. As one, we'll overcome the foe. Across the sky, alien ships descending, no place to hide. Cities crumble, fear takes hold, but in our hearts we're brave and bold. From every nation, we stand as one, united under the burning sun. With every heartbeat, the anthem's clear. Together we fight, no room for fear. Rise up, humanity, hear the call. Against the invaders, we'll never fall. From the ashes, our strength will grow. As one, we'll overcome the foe. In the shadows we gather might, weapons forged in the dead of night. Leaders voice is strong, guiding us to where we belong. From every nation, we stand as one, united under the burning sun. With every heartbeat, the anthem's clear. Together we fight, no room for fear. Rise up, humanity, hear the call. Against the invaders, we'll never fall. From the ashes, our strength will grow. As one, we'll overcome the foe. Together we whisper a battle hymn, waiting for the right time to strike them. We observe the violent alien scourge, preparing our hearts for the final surge. From every corner we stand as one, united under the burning sun. With every heartbeat the anthem's clear. Together we fight, no room for fear. Together we fight, no room for fear. Rise up, humanity, hear the call. Against the invaders we'll never fall. From the ashes our strength will grow. As one we'll overcome the foe. In the shadows we gather might, but the never, but the never. As the humans fought the spirit undaunted. Ship after ship, the sky alight, exploding in flames, reclaiming the night. In the end, we stand tall. Unity will conquer all. From the stars to our land, together we'll forever stand. And so, the human race rose from the ashes, their chains shattered, their spirits renewed. With every Martian ship that exploded, a new dawn of freedom emerged. Together, we stand, forever united.
As the chains shattered, Deeana took the stage. Her voice cut through the chaos, filled with rage. We rise today, she roared, as the prison burned. Their chains had shattered, their fate had turned. Our chains have shattered, their fate had turned. Our chains have shattered, our voices now matter. No longer they're slaves, our spirits are braver. Our souls are our own at last, we'll drive them back fast. The crowd cheer loud, fought their ex-masters like
They burst through the gates hand in hand. The invaders grip firm, their escape was grand. Outside the walls, the crowd cheered. An ally was an ally, their hope appeared. The crew split apart, each to their own fate, to a hidden place where they congregate. A tunnel beneath, leading to a secret bar, where humans still matter, gathering near and far. Deeana spoke softly, recounting her fight, rallied the women in a town's dark plight. Her family's faith, the Martians' cruelty. Dareek listened, tears through the clarity. With a heavy heart, Dareek confessed, but lost loved ones too is a heavy test. They whispered in shadows with the night so deep. Feelings blossomed through feelings inside, for now they keep. They found a cave, waiting for dawn's light. The day was warm, but the cave felt right. He held her close against his tempered frame. In the cold they found comfort and shared no shame. The crew split apart, each to their own fate, to a hidden place where they congregate. A tunnel beneath, leading to a secret bar, where humans still matter, gathering near and far. Deeana spoke softly, recounting her fight, rallied the women in a town's dark plight. Her family's faith, the Martians' cruelty. Dareek listened, tears through the clarity. Deeana spoke softly, recounting her fight, rallied the women in a town's dark plight. Her family's famine in a town's dark plight. Her family's famine in a town's dark plight. He lay awake thinking of his birth, an alien on a planet called Earth, never seeing his home turf, wondering if peace could come to their fight. Would their leaders listen, bring wrongs to light? In silence they lay, the dark all around. Dareek's eyes like a cat, no sleep to be found. Stay awake, pondering their fate, until the night reclaimed day's light. They found a cave, waiting for dawn's light. The day was warm, but the cave felt right. He held her close against his tempered frame. In the cold they found comfort and shared no shame.
Deeana and Dareek took a week, traversing landscapes not made for the weak. From the cave they smothered their desires, every day hiding feelings from one another. They didn't have time for much more than trying to find the door, hidden in a tree that lead to humanity. The tunnel well hidden, enemies forbidden.
But that week showed them just how close they were becoming, not just pals. Every night since the first they lay together in the dirt, comfortable to each other, made for one another.
The last night they found the tree,
A map left to me, Deeana explained. Dareek understood, waiting to see
if he was ready for the battle to come.
would he be trusted. He hoped by some.
I really hope that they can trust me.
Deeana smiles sweetly as she finds the lever. Pulling it, they both step back as a god waits to attack. Deeana pulls out the map, showing the man it's not a trap.
Is this a prisoner?
No, he's a friend. The guard looked them up and down, holding a deep frown, a spear ready in his human hands, ready to dispatch the alien that invaded their lands. All three studying each other, Dareek's hands held high, not a brother.
Alright, you might pass.
judgment, they were let go to find the bar below. When they got there, it was nice, the size of a castle, times thrice. A drink they shared as they finally relaxed, knowing it was safe for the time. The alien invader left alone, under her protection, her affection shown. Closer the two would become risking it all, knowing they could be shunned.
Together they drank as friends as they fought. Patrons watched, wondering how a slave could ever trust a slaver. And as the guard took his break, relieved by another, he made sure to let the men know that Deeana had vouched for the invader, showing him the map that only human allies would have. Was a man but with enthusiasm. To all his friends he was the best. The gulls adorn his chest, or dawn's reflects his soul so fast his enemies never stood a chance. Every human, worthless and weak, their anguish cries he seeks. The invader lined up in rows, the general's men delivering blows. As he lists off their failures, the prison lost a woman, the savior. How could they have gotten away? How could they make the humans pay? With each punch and kick, the general decided to pick. Round up the surrounding humans, all the villages. They will now take the places of those we have lost. The general's men, the jailer's already down, hating their heart a deep frown. Their eyes followed the general's moves as he congratulated his goons. The jailer's pride were broken, and with no words spoken, decided to step into the shadows, allegiance now broken. The jailers, all alien, invaders to the land, quietly spoke to one another, remembering how it got out of hand. The prison wall, something exploded, and act by their own species, had decided that humans had more to them as most can see. The jailers discussed the plot. What could they do with the lot? As the humans had broken from cells, and the world had gone to hell. The escape not their doing, not something they could stop. One broke my nose, one confessed. They caught us off our toes. As they spoke, realizing it was a joke, humans had the right. After all, what prisoners wouldn't put up a fight? Finally, they decided humanity might just matter. Humans they would no longer help capture. Round up the surrounding humans from all the villages. They will now take the places of those we have lost. His plan concerned the former jailers, once captors of the city's lines. no longer part of the crew, so we came to Earth to save it. But see what we've run, we've darkened cities and towns, smoke choking the light we sought. We can't express our remorse enough. Our knowledge could guide you through the rough. We can pause, his face a storm of conflicted rage. Shook his head, his distrust as sharp as a blade. The world he knew was marred by turmoil and woe. In his eyes, traitors discerned nothing but fire's glow. The time for decision had come, strike or release. And of course release was not an option in the least. Look out the window, invaders are in the clear. Deeana expressed. Everyone looked toward the clouds, so heavy where they were. The window, my window at all, as they were knocked around. Out of the hall and out the door, the thoughts not no more. The jailers, now free from their human captor's grip, beacon left in the dust, while Deeana and Dareek made their trip. Just follow us, we can help. Hollow the dawn from the first night. The guard and his men is sympathizing with their plight. These men had bonded with Dareek and shared tales of the hunt and the rest. Their camaraderie grew from discussions on fishing and what tastes best. The new crew, now in sync, knew their mission was clear. They needed a tree with the invaders to end the chaos they fear. Dareek was determined to arrange a crucial meeting with the wise one, the supreme being, to discuss their next greeting. Also known as the Supreme One, and he changed his heart. Wise is the wise one. Dareek, not yet knowing, would find a way, and beside him, Deeana would stay. Far from the fray, a new alliance to discover. Blue skins and humans, a rising force united. In this hidden haven, their plans ignited. Together they conspired, the guards in tow, prepared for trouble as the plans unfold. Peace was the prize, both sides saw the end as they strode with purpose, their fates to mend. Meeting of the minds, the invaders and the humans, details exchange, searching for solutions. The wise one's name, a beacon in the dark, they'll find the peace, ignite the spark. Dareek steps up, takes the lead with pride. Deeana by his side, their bond undenied. The guards who followed, their loyalty sworn, they pledged to fight, their resolve reborn. Together they stand now, brothers in the fray. With chains and courage, they'll find their way. Bound but free, they'll use the guise of bait, infiltrating the enemy. Their plan for peace is safe. The chains are loose, their roles now reversed. Marching through the night, full signs to rehearse. Artifacts past the scene as their shield. To the invaders' base, resolve is sealed. The kings believe the ruse, letting them in unrefused. Dareek with Deeana in tow, her chains the most loose. The cell they were thrown in, each human stain, their packs forgotten. As Dareek, directed with fake orders he got. In the darkened base, they press on through. Deception a weapon, their mission true. The cell awaits, their pack's left hand. Dareek with false orders, the mission will land. The cell's dark embrace, the silence speaks. up, and in that short time alone, Dareek knew what would come now. He stood resolute, waiting for darkness to come to creep through the halls to find the wise one. No one had ever said life was easy. Beacon knew the truth, even with no proof that this life was a spoof. How could he think anything else when the world had turned to hell? He remembered being 12 as he went to take a book from the shelf. The invaders found the compound, hidden away. Parents thought as the bomb fell. Beacon remembered little else. He's walked on from what he could tell. Now a man he gathered the troops, making the enemy jump through hoops. He had no time for rebel scum, but he thought he had his heart he'd won. Way back when they had first met, back before enemies met, they both had rallied the small town for her to be caught and found. He had escaped and hoped one day to find Deeana was doing fine, but now he saw she loved another. Not even their species, but a slaver making her a traitor. He captured them that night. The god the world had trained to fight. He had lost his home, now he felt all alone. He commanded the soldiers to find the pair and the guards that got them out of there. Through the base they marched one by one, through the pitch outside two by two, through the dark and down the lanes to find the traitors and bring them back again. Attracted to the little town that had helped the escape band, alien and human working hand in hand. Beacon's rage at finding the truth, that they had proof that Dareek and Deeana yearned for truth. Truth that every human being should have deep down inside. Past all bad and bad, to a place of empathy and love for each other. But Beacons had gone further, searching for power. And now a man, his family gone like so many others. He thought to find them one and all, alien and traitor, and make them pay each a deceiver. A window underground and a believer. She had heard his crime with her deception, and when he integrated down answered to her description. And the plan laid out as humans were thought helpers. Now that the humans wanted to capture, kill them one and all, make this town fall. Human and alien do not mix, we cannot breed. If we do, what will they bring forth? A new monster, of course. Through the night, without a second thought, the town that had learned to co-op was burned to the ground. With every fire lit, Beacon was the light, leading the imaginary fight. The ex-invaders that caused down fell through the humans' might, and each human that had learned to live was executed in their sleep. The band of many was joined by a few, not wanting to die. The march through the night was sudden and cold. The path they followed only 4 days old. They tracked the group through a place 10 stories high. The base was known and the footsteps led to the door. The group found the safe spot, a plan to explore. They threw in the dirt, Beacon's instructions clear. Somehow they would get in there. Search as darkness took its perch, blotting out the shadows that cloaked the land. The base itself dim and cold, as each invader moved with eyes so bold. The dark no stranger to Dareek's keen sight, eyes like a kitten cutting through the night. Past echoes of the laughter from the crew, unseen by them their chatter he slipped through. Up ahead around the corner, the metallic surfaces reflecting light from small places, illuminating the surroundings. He finally found a place he was looking for. A surprise waiting for him was in store. When he found the room called the nest, he knew he had found where the wise one rests. Inside he crept, Dareek holding his breath, hoping not to scare the wise one to death. On the bed, a lump under covers, the slow movements of the body, he trembles. Walking in, closing the door slowly, a voice old asks humbly, "Is someone there? I cannot see," came the voice discreetly. The lump on the bed sitting up, reaching out blindly, and Dareek stepped forward, his night vision just fine. He reached to touch the wise one, feeling out of line. To touch such a celebrity as he was unheard of to Dareek, but he could not keep himself from touching the old Martian's hand and watching him jump back caught in a jam. "Your hand feels like ours, are you a brother? Or is it feeding time already, sister? Please turn on the light so I can at least see a shadow, as I am always blind as the night." Dareek, pulling back, finally spoke. He asked if the old man was the wise one. He turned on the light to find the decrepit alien skin, a dull grayish blue hue, a sight so grim. "I am indeed, though as of late I have no decision in anyone's fate. I have been trapped here by age and locks. That rapscallion general felon now at the reins, the power he holds now all his." Dareek could not believe his ears, realized all his fears. The wise one could not help him now, nor himself he soon found, as the wise one stood then fell to the ground, leaving Dareek to catch him with silent tears. "Sit down, my friend, and I will tell you the truth of our being here on Earth." One rested on the bed, cradling his weary head. Dareek resolved to stay, would listen through the night to the story that would unfold, long and winding. The tale of Earth's creation in darkness and light. Clearing his throat, the wise one spoke, though his voice did break. "It was long ago, before your birth, when our people decided to craft a world called Earth from the soil of its sister's realm. We left it to grow, no plans in place, just seeds unsheltered. But we watched as turmoil began, the Earth turned sour, dinosaurs reigned, their time was cut short. We ended their rule, thinking new start was right, unaware of the chaos that would follow in the night. Humans emerged, their brilliance and destruction clear. They wiped out species and trees fell in their fear. Crops rolled in, polluting the land. We could not stand to see the world so damned. I could not bear the sight, so it took a man to conquer and save, to purify this land. But the decision was hard, the outcome was grim. Our people viewed humans as less than human. We deceived to infiltrate, pretending peace was near, but the dust they called exploded in the atmosphere. When I saw the destruction, the ruin we wrought, I knew our efforts had failed, the battle was fought. I face scorn from the chills, the stone's disdain. But the way forgot them, the world outside unkind. The true enemy lies within these halls. His face needs to fall, my bad disgrace to all. I wish to tell them I'm sorry. Please share this story, my guilt and worry. Lying among ourselves is deplorable. Killing because we think we're right, inconceivable. Dareek lean back, understanding of life. Shares love, her name is Deeana, and the wise one smile grew. In silence they sat, the wise one wheezed. Interrupted by a priest, the door opened, the space breached. The alien nurse, her violet eyes met Dareek's plea, hoping she wouldn't raise an alarm. The wise one gently explained, Dareek is a friend, visiting once more. As she left them to their conversation again. Truly know the wise one of little hope. Dareek returned to his chamber, knelt and bowed his head. He prayed to the gods, hoping for aid. In the dark of the night, seeking guidance and light. Hours more as the bells of the gods rang next door. The church services would start, the building would be empty. The group would reunite, Deeana had hoped, as they both counted the minutes till the darkness retreat. Deeana waited patiently, the gang anticipating. Then they heard the bells ringing, the alien gods hitting the floor. Kneeling, the prayers began, their backs exposed. The humans stood in one move, slipping through our shadows. Back together, a quick kiss, making sure they didn't miss. Passions exploded as they hit the road. A fragile path, now time stopped as we speak through the crowd. Dareek and the wise one, knowing their fate in the shroud. The humans and ex-slavers walked through the building as the bells tolled. A humming reverberated as the alien creatures chanted into the floor, signaling to their gods for food and drink aplenty. Backpacks off, the humans move within, bombs placed where energy begins. The plant they plan to blow up, with the monsters inside ready to erupt. The thought was bloody and a mess, but how else could they reclaim the world from this distress? Deeana and Dareek were together, each group member placing a bomb where it would cause the most destruction, then met at the final destination. A room full of electronic gizmos and light, radiating tubes, purple life-supporting air. If this facility goes down, maybe peace can be found. There were 4 chambers in opposite corners. Each took the last of their bombs, ready to end it all. Split again for just a minute. Opposite sides of the empty room, the bombs that would go boom. Fusion reactors, small but useful for the targets. Hooked to the tubes, feeding energy to the plant itself. turned, she felt a hand land on her. The grip was tight but familiar. The man named Beacon, telling her to blow paycheck. Come here, it's okay, your prince is here. Beacon and his men had infiltrated the facility. Ruthless aggression on the factory's host. He said and knelt and prayed late that day. Silent prayer interrupted by a cry, they will pay. The runes had devoured the host. Most of the Martians hadn't even opened an eye. As the humans made sure each would die in the institution, and hands bore the wrath's retribution. Retribution was had as Beacon and his men found, and slaughtered the guards that had helped Deeana and Dareek escape. Beacon turns his attention to the fair dame. On the tip of his tongue he found her name. Deeana, my love, you remember me, I'm sure. From the town you were taken from, I swear my intentions are pure. Deeana wondered then what was happening. Was he truly an ally? Her not knowing the measure of his deceit, as he had killed those kneeling at the god's feet. His desire not born of love, but to crush his enemies from above. He wanted to drive them into hiding like they had done to them. Set fire to their homes as his had been done. Take parents away from kids and fellows, friends that they had grown with. His desires turned to Deeana, a gleam of seduction in his grin. Come with me, my love, he falsely confessed. He leaned in for a hug, her back to the wall. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run. So she leaned in, not seeing the dagger that he would shove in her back.
held her hand as Deeana leaned in. A hug was all, maybe a kiss. Deacon knew he wouldn't miss. He forgot something so clear. She had something near and dear. A man of a different planet. She'd never cheat, always leave it. Her eyes sharp, she saw in the reflection of the window just from meditation. Neon in colors but clear as day. A knife in his hand pointed her way. So as she moved in for the hug, he puckered up, leading with his tongue. Her back to the wall, her eyes on glass. Say the window, watch your ass. I'll not fall for that again, I'm not that dumb. Now pucker up, baby, I want some. He leaned in, she wound up tight, and with the foot kicked and began to fight. The window broke in as Dareek found the scene. He knew then Beacon was the evil being that had killed his kin as they prayed. The sacred oath never betrayed. The attack was launched as Deeana and Dareek together fighting an exit they seek. The bomb's receiver was in Deeana's pack, ready to send the factory to heck. In the struggle though, as alien and human joined the fray, that from her shoulder the bag fell, picked up and thrown. It landed with a thump, the device sliding clear, the receiver broke. The rebels' biggest fear, Dareek fought with fists with the evil man. Deeana will be mine again. They growled as blows were landed. Deeana trying to fix the receiver. She snapped the back off, taking shelter under a desk near her, glass shattered. She took it apart and fiddled within and closed it back up again. She turned it on and found the problem. The remote would not work far away. The signal not strong to her dismay. Someone would have to stay. Who will stay behind the line? Who will flip the switch? Who will choose to die? Who will stay behind the line? Who will flip the switch? Who will choose to die? Chaos routed Beacon and his men had their fun, thinking they had glory to come. Rule restored his factory after destroying you. Beacon yelled as Dareek was almost run through. Deeana still under the table, knowing the truth, that someone would have to die, and she had the proof. The bomb's receiver, the thing that would set them off, was broken now, and she had had enough. She took a deep breath and left the receiver there, under the table in her backpack and gear. She was solid, stood without fear, and with the steely guys, she grabbed her knife. She found her lover in morning combat. Beacon was on top and she took the gamut, launching herself over his men to fall on top of them. Dareek had struggled, a wound to his knee. Nothing too bad as the adrenaline pumped faithfully. His body not like theirs, his physiology on another tier. Could not believe he was losing this fight. Then his love Deeana tackled the man. Together they made it to their feet to scram. But Beacon's men had locked the door. They were two and they were four. They stood in the middle of the chamber together, wondering what they could do without the receiver. Dareek stood stoically until Deeana stepped forward. We will help, she said, and the Beacon glowed. Beacon leaned back, hand on his hips, he had won his anger, a win that could take ships. What's this now? You want to help me, says she, and what's in it for me?
face, a lover's touch, and liar's grin. She finally leaned in. Deeana, I have something to say. Do you hear that sound? The bells, the church bells no longer toll for prayer. They toll for me as if on cue. There was a growl of confusion. The factory workers coming from confession found their brothers and sisters slew throughout the place where they set energy about. Deacon and his crew stepped back, Deeana behind Dareek's back. General Felon appeared at the door, his grunts as angry as a boo. What have you humans done? And you, Dareek? I know the name. Race traitor. Traitor to your people, your species. You will die.
After Dareek had departed from the lower hell, a door left ajar, a final nod of grace. The wise one, though aged, pressed forward in haste. A stick found by his door, a cane to guide. Navigating shadows, his vision denied. Though blind, his instincts were sharp and keen. He wove through the darkness, silent and unseen. Tap, tap, tapping his cane, a constant beat. Shadows on the floor, empty vessels, nothing more. Human and alien, the grim parade. His heart was proud, now deeply swayed. For earth he once cherished, now a realm of dread. Energy drained, leaving only sorrow instead. Precious minerals from deep below. His people enslaved by the lust for gold. He protested the chains, the cruel grip tight. As humans were shackled, stripped of their light. Though his rule was lavish, a facade of ease. Behind the luxury, a mind forced to appease. In the throne of deceit, a puppet's plight. His voice, a marionette. In the dark of night, truth weighed heavy, masked by a revealed charade. In shadows he stood, in silence betrayed. Silent he had stayed, though truth weighed on him. Until now, drawn by the echoes of battle's din, he followed the sounds of conflict and pain, seeking to end the strife, to break the chain. The freight roar grew louder, his stick tapping near. General Felon's growl and a woman's cry clear. In the eerie quiet, tension hung thick. A man's malicious laughter, cruel and slick. A force struck him down, fate's cruel hand. Under the chaos, he found a hidden stand. Amidst the wreckage, he reached out with hope. A device cold and grim, through darkness he groped. Suddenly struck, a force sent him sprawling. Under a table, amidst chaos, he came falling. His head met a pillow, not soft but cold. The wise one reached out, fingers feeling cold. His hand touched a device, cold and grim. A receiver broken, its use unknown to him. The static buzzed, a mysterious sound. In the silence, his sorrow profound. Blindly he grasped, seeking some reprieve. A broken device in hand, in a silent plea. In the chaos of battle, his sorrow profound. He lay there as the world spun around.
As the wise one appeared, the tension grew tight. Why was he out in the middle of the fight? General Felon had kept him confined. Now he was free. What did he find? The battle had erupted, fierce and wild. Dareek and Deeana watched both reviled. They huddled in a corner, faces pale, horrified as passion turned to a brutal gale. Fist swung but missed its mark. Beacons faced the target. Guards clashed with swords, their prayers lost. Each side fighting regardless of cost. When the noise subsided and Felon returned, expectations were crushed. The old man spurned in a brutal move. Felon shoved the wise one. The alien watched thinking the old man was done. Beacon and his crew paid no heed to the wise one's plight, unaware of Felon's name or the old man's right. Beacon, a stranger, focused on his own game, both driven by their need for fame. Do you not know who I am? I am fear, the one you should dread. I am replacing the wise one, taking what he led.
Oh, your name I don't know, nor should I care. I'll end you, then them, and save humanity from despair.
Neither a hero nor truly good. Each sought dominance in the land misunderstood. Fighting for their own glory, each sought to command, both chasing power over the fractured land. Dareek held Deeana close as the wise one fell. They reached out and pulled him from the chaotic shell. Huddled in the corner, the old man's plight clear as General Felon and Beacon clashed, their destinies near. Beacon fell at the tip of a spear. Picked up and thrown, he did not die alone, as the general's men let their strength shown. Deeana and Dareek had watched the battle, none of them speaking, no small talk or prattle. Their eyes wide as the leaders collide, and now Beacon had died. General Felon stood victorious, standing in a circle of viciousness. His eyes then scanned the floor, finding the trio once more. You think I'm now the hero? A wise one no one will follow. I'm embark with me are dead. With their many, an army I led. With that Dareek got to his feet, his was his turn now. He had to follow through and make Deeana proud. Dareek approached bravely, leaning down for cutlery, a sword sticking from one of Beacon's crew. How long dead, who knew? Dareek raised the blade and bade Felon, come fight me. Deeana did not want him to go. The ferocious general, not slow, but fast as lightning with each thrust, each slice made in trust. His aim was true as they began. Deeana leaned in. Wise one, Dareek told me of you. What, oh wise one, can we do? Then she saw it, the device in his hand. The same, she needed to end it where it began. receiver. Wise one, when I say so, please grab onto the Dareek and make him leave. I will hold on to the general. I will stay here and detonate the bombs. The wise one studies the dark device, just a shadow in his hand. His cataract eye is giving in. How do you detonate using this device? She didn't think twice as she showed him the button. Flip this switch, press here, and it'll be total destruction. And with easy, maybe even luck, his cane fell across her back. Deeana, knocked out cold. The wise one studies the fighting beings, the receiver in his hand. The factory that pumped energy into all their systems, that provided atmospheric life-giving materials alien invaders could no longer stand if peace were to finally come. A mass murderer, leaving behind a blood-red curtain, turns to Dareek, ready to win, waiting for the new battle to begin. The trouble was palpable as Dareek stepped forward, bodies of blue, and humans too, scattered in a circle of death, at the feet of the General's delight. But no match for Felon. Skills were matched, but not exact. As a comrade threw the spear, Beacon taken to death, his face frozen in fear. Dareek was bold, Felon could tell. They circled in the bloody crowd, all victims of war, a bloody palette. And General Felon's wrath, Dareek would have it. His eyes were glued to a member of his own brood. Dareek's fluent purple form and the same attitude. The first strikes went well into his delight. Dareek was putting up a good fight, but with every parry and thrust thrown, the General knew he was on a level of his own as he gently missed each needle tip, as if teaching a child how to skip. The General used the hills to give Dareek's head the chills. Nothing too hard, of course, my lad. Then a laugh he had. Then he was done, having all his fun, and raised his sword high over his head. A shrill scream and words were said. Bank. The General did not pause. It was not his name that caused the enemy in front him to turn his head on the whim. The General's face was lit bright as he brought the sword down, but he did not predict the word sound. The cane the wise one used to get around was now a shield for protection. The General's eyes grew wide, and then his body sighed. Dareek could run him through, piercing his blue skin. His violet eyes met darkness. There's a comrade through the spear. Take her, Dareek. Take Deeana and go to the escape pods. Once the factory is blown up, once the bombs go off, Earth will end. It will find its only peace, all species gone. Here is the truth.
One's eyes open wide, a power he had inside. A light emanated, bright green and blue, enveloping Dareek's vision of true. In his mind visions formed, illusions of past news, the birth of the world and all the wise one knew. It took only a minute, probably less, to see the entire mess. The vision projected into his mind, a world that used to be kind. But after pollution and fights broke out, the crust began to melt, giving away to mining.
vision done, the wise one quaked. Dareek felt his heart ache. The truth was horrendous, the truth incredulous. You're telling me that had we not come here to earth, then let it be, it would not be at its finality. The wise one nodded and flipped the switch on the side of the small device. His finger held over the button. He breathed us, stared into nothing. Go now, the wise one fled. Leave me on my own. I must right my wrong. To the back of the factor you must go. There you will find a ship of silver. The gleam sets it apart. It was made for high speed, for when the planet broke apart. When I blow this place, you will need some space. We will follow you out into orbit. Alarmed whistle as Dareek leans down, his muscle grew arms. Thinking of Deeana who stood in his grasp. He turns, running for the platform that would hold their escape. He could hear boots heavy behind him as reinforcements had finally arrived.
Thumping on hard floor. What gods there were Dareek to implore. As he rounded a corner, then another corridor, hoping to find the final floor.
He heard shouting in his native tongue, a place where he never belonged.
The woman in his grasp is true love, groaned in her stupor, so he paused, letting her down to the floor. She stood, her head still sore. The wise one, where is he? There was no time to explain, but he tried, and Deeana soon realized the wise one would not be there. He had taken the job of using the receiver. They had no time to shed tears as the men drew near. They reached the platform, finding the ship to get out of there. Inside they dove, the inertia and up away they went, and the wise one hit the button. Then one by one, each fusion box was done as each bomb detonated. From the ship looking down, the earth was round, no more green, browns or blue. Up further away they knew the planet Earth was through. The planet blew up, the core gone first. The Earth blown to dust, there was no more black crust. Asteroids turning the surroundings to mush. Coordinates set to a distant land, so they both can start together again. The tale of the human and aliens, glory, no glory, a long-lasting lesson, a disappointing allegory. There was no time to explain, but he tried, and Deeana soon realized the wise one would not be there. He had taken the job of using the receiver. They had no time to shed tears as the men drew near. They reached the platform, finding the ship to get out of there. Inside they dove, the door shut and up away they went, and the wise one hit the button. And one by one, each fusion box was done as each bomb detonated. From the ship looking down, the earth was round, no more green, browns or blue. Up further away they
to a distant land, so they both can start together again. A tale of a human and an alien's gory no glory, a long-lasting lesson, a disappointing allegory.